Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. More than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On play action. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
That's how we do it.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead.
On the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
And the Packers pick it up. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They run again on first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the counter. It's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, Cook. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the... at the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Cook now off the read option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a play fake. Carr. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Derek Carr doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the 41, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater.
eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third down, Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Zero, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. Throwing is Bridgewater. And today, picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Von Bell up to make the tackle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater now.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Dalvin Cook
73 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time.
You and me trying to get to the airport.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. Always got some breathing room. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do, but here this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh, stupid fool. Short.
They run it again with Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Youngblood. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. On second and a long way to go. Bridgewater got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Bridgewater. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll let the fullback try and take it home. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he stopped immediately there.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
People got the popcorn, got the remote. Let's give them a show.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Here's Carr to throw.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their team. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Anderson on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Anderson loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way
sometimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point attempt to come here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. To throw his Carr. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Wrap up.
Still moving. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Youngblood able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EASports_MUT. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Random motion. You got a couple money out there too.